So I'm sure a lot of us had, play games when we were little kids. We did a lot of weird things. Like I played with Nerf guns and I also played with sticks, like a wide range of objects. And like I said in my other speeches, I'm a pretty morbid person, so is my twin. So we played with Barbies and we had played with Nerf guns. I'm sure you can imagine the combinations of those lovely two objects. So in order to more expand our toys that we could play with, we also played with sticks or popsicle sticks because it was what we had laying around. Sorry. And popsicle sticks are really easy. It's a craft. My twin and I, we're very artistic people. She's an artist. She's going to college for artistic stuff like that. She's a writer. And one of the things that we wanted to do is expand our toys selection. So what we would do is we would play with the Nerf guns. We wanted something that was more like you could throw, frag out, Call of Duty kind of thing. You wanted something more to play with. So our father came down to the basement one day and told us about a popsicle stick hand grenade. And it's like I said, it's a weapon of minimal destruction because you can't do anything with it, but it's just really fun. So I'm going to tell you guys how to make one. It takes 5 popsicle sticks. I bought this huge thing, a little overkill. And it takes, like I said, it takes only 5 popsicle sticks. You can do whatever else you want. You can color it. My sister makes one. She puts color on it. She puts glitter on it. So it's a sparkly bomb, things like that. But she's very fun with that. And I just want everyone to really quick just realize it's a popsicle stick. It's got rounded edges made out of wood. Don't make it out of metal. Don't sharpen it. It's a toy for little kids and for me because I'm a little kid. So don't just please. You want the idea is to throw it at something because when it hits something, the force makes the pressure explode and it's just going to pop and it's going to go whoo. It's a little thing. Don't sharpen it. Don't make an actual weapon. Just it's safety. Common sense. All right. So. That's what it looks like when it's done. You can say it only takes, like I said, 5 popsicle sticks. So really quick, I'm just going to show you guys how to make it. And this part, you guys might want to just kind of come in a little bit closer so you can actually see what I'm doing because, like I said, it's only 5 popsicle sticks. Take your first 3, right here, boom. And you take 2, you cross them over like that so it looks like a V. You want your third one to go over the top. That's important. The last one has to be over the top, so it looks like a bird's foot, kind of like a chicken, right? I guess. Chicken feet look weird. And then take your 4th one, right here, and you put it so it's pushing down the middle one, and then goes under the other 2. You want to kind of make it longer on one end so you can hold on to it. That's your little bit of handle. Or you can make any other one your handle. I just prefer that one so it looks more like it's just easier to throw for me. I don't know. Then you take your last one, your 5th one, and you put it underneath so it causes a little bit of pressure to build up. You have to hold it tight because then it'll do this. But if you let go, it's going to snap out in your hands. It doesn't hurt. It might slap you, but it's just popsicle stick, so suck it up. And then you have this. It looks like a little tiny, I don't want to say an axe, but just that's the basic idea. It's like a triangle with a little stick sticking out of it. Hold on to it. And it's the pressure building up inside of it because, you're bending wood. It's the potential energy. When it hits something, it causes it to move slightly a little bit because right here at the tip, it's actually really, really if I budge it a little bit, it would just snap off or it would pop. And it'll explode, it'll cause a little thing. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to have to clean up a whole bunch of popsicle sticks and because depending on the popsicle stick you use, if they're wetter or if they're softer wood or harder wood, they'll make obviously different effects when they pop. And I just don't want to be throwing one into the air. And so that's basically, like I said, the potential energy and kinetic energy we learn about in physics. That's the science behind it if you want to know. And so I'm going to do this before it snaps in my hands. You can just hold on to it. You can pull one out, and that immediately deactivates it if you want to say. But like I said, it's a children's toy. It's something that I actually threw one at my dog the other day because she was bugging me because it doesn't hurt. It's it just hits the ground and goes pop, and it just scares my dog. And she just sees it. So I'm like, I'm looking at you. So that's how I play with my dog. And so here's some applications for it. You can throw at your dog. You can use it with a Nerf gun fight, which is what I usually do with my twin, because we're just fun people like that. You can throw it at your twin, if you have a twin. You can throw it at your neighbor. Or you can throw it at your neighbor's dog or your neighbor's twin, something like that. I throw it at my neighbor occasionally. And all right, can't read my thing. So that's basically the whole popsicle hand grenade. It's just a small little fun toy you can do with your siblings, with anyone else. It doesn't hurt. It bounces off the ground and it goes pop. That's it. It's just, you can put, like I said, my twin, she often decorates it, puts sparkles on it. It's just a little bit more fun to it, you know. But it's like a secondary weapon if you're playing in a game with Nerf guns or something like that, or like a blowgun or something. It's just like to throw it and just have something else. It just it's more fun. To me, it just added a lot more fun to my childhood. So in conclusion, I've told you how to make one, what they are, and how you can play with it more. And like I said, it takes only popsicle sticks, but like you can actually make a lot ones that are bigger, use different size popsicle sticks. You want to make ones that, because they make popsicle sticks about this big, and you make bigger ones of different size, shapes, and everything like that. You can make them in squares, you can make whatever you want. It's just the idea, it's the pressure that builds up and then snaps and goes. So, yep, I forgot my conclusion, that was it. That was it. That was the conclusion. That's all.
So, as I'm sure most of you know what origami is, as I just handed out like all this stuff. But do you really know what origami is? Origami is a Japanese word meaning ori for folding, and then it's kami is paper, but they put it as gami because it's something with how the writing system works. It changes the way that you pronounce the word. So this is how it would look like, and then it came about in Japan around 1680, so it's been practiced for a while. Now, if you bring that back to like the current times, it's more for like fun and stuff. People do origami a lot to create cool little things and stuff. So today, I'm going to teach everybody how to make a nice like Christmas gift that it's really cheap and everything. I mean, if you don't want to spend a lot of money for Christmas, then this is definitely something that you could do. I am currently taking Japanese class here, and we've done origami before, so I do have a bit of experience with it. And I also have like an origami book, and it has like the instructions and stuff in it, which is cool. So now I'm going to tell you guys exactly what you need and steps needed to make it, and then some additional information. So this is what we're going to be making today for the Christmas spirit, you know, Santa. Originally I was going to do like a hat, but this makes more sense. So what you're going to need is origami paper, which I handed out, instructions, which I also handed out. You can flip that over. Tape. Usually with origami they don't use tape, but with this one it won't stay shut if you don't put tape on it. And then markers just to draw like a little face on it. So now that I've told you what you need, I'm going to tell you the steps on how to make it. So okay, so basically what you do is you take the paper and you want to have the white side facing forward. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it so that way the two corners are touching each other. So you fold it diagonally. And you just want to get it as even as possible, or like symmetric. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you mess up, like I have extra paper and stuff. And then you want to open it back up. This is going to be your guideline. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that the line is facing down, and you just want to take the two corners here and fold them in so that way they line up with the inside. So basically like this, kind of like a kite in a way, and then you want to do the same thing on the other side. So something like this, and you do the same thing on the other side. And if you get lost, like I handed out like the instructions and stuff just in case. Now, once you get to this step here, then what you want to do is you want to take this corner, the inside corner here, and you just want to fold it back so that way it's lined up with the outside. So it kind of makes like a little triangle on the outside here. And then you do the same thing with the other side. So like this. You bring that corner up, and then you do the same on the other side too. And then you take these two and you want to just flatten them back down again. These are your new guidelines now. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to take the corner again, but instead of folding it to the outside, you want to fold it into the guideline to make a smaller fold. So now you're going to have two like tinier folds on the inside, like that. And then with the previous fold, you just kind of take it and you go back and you just fold it up. So it kind of makes it, takes off like the corner a little bit. So then you should have something like this. And then once you have that, now this is a, this part's a little confusing because it's called a step fold. It's really not that hard. You just want to take this top, the long part, and you just want to fold it over so that way it kind of lines up with the bottom part. So you just fold it over, and you want to leave a little bit of space because you're going to fold it back. So you should have something like a pentagon almost. So you take that, and then with the step fold.
You might want to check it.
Hmm?
You might want to stroll.
Oh, just to see. Okay. Does anybody need any help? Okay.
I'm on step 6.
Step 6.
Yes.
Okay, so this part here, you just take this corner, and you just want to leave a little bit of space there, and you just fold it down like this. Because then what we're going to do with the step fold is you fold it back.
This way?
Yeah, because it makes a little step. And then you're going to do, everybody good over here? Okay. And then you just fold it back if you got to this part here, and then you take this and you fold it back so that way it's pointing up like this. So you just want to get it to go back up again. Hold on. Okay. So like this,
Yeah.
and then you take it and you
okay.
bring it back.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing with the bottom part. It shouldn't be that hard, hopefully. You just want to take the bottom part like this, and then you take it and you fold it up. So, but not all the way up. You don't want to fold over these two corners here. You just want to take this top part and get it to come up. So you want to have a little bit of space here. And then you fold it back. Okay, now once you have that done, we're almost finished. You take this top part and you just want to fold it back. The color part, you just want to take that and fold it back. And then you take this and you want to kind of get it from here. You just kind of fold it like on an angle a little bit. Okay, is anybody lost? Yeah. A lot? Oh no. Okay, well, huh? Yes, yours looks good. Okay. Okay, well anyway, I'll help you after, just for the sake of time. Then you would take the marker and like draw a face on it. So, okay, and then while you're still trying to figure that out, some additional information if you are interested in, going to try this again. You can get it from Barnes and Nobles or any like art store for about $10 for like the whole kit. You get paper, you get the book and stuff, or you could just buy the sheets by itself for about $7.
So every year, me and my dad, we have this tradition where we make this traditional Puerto Rican drink called Coquito. Now, Coquito is just pretty much Puerto Rican eggnog, but it's the alcoholic form. You can find it pretty much in any Puerto Rican household during the holidays. So since it is around the holidays, I figure I'd demonstrate to you guys how to make Coquito. Now, in doing so, I'm going to tell you things you need, the steps to do it, and some helpful tips in making Coquito. Now, there are some special ingredients when making Coquito. You need ice, sweet condensed milk, evaporated milk, leche de coco, crema de coco, this is all that stuff right here. Leche de coco and crema de coco is pretty much coconut milk and coconut cream. You need some cinnamon and some eggnog. Now, some optional ingredients, well, obviously it's rum. Well, due to the fact that I can't bring rum into the classroom and serve you guys all rum, I'm gonna make the virgin one today, but rum is an optional one when you're making it at home. Instead of eggnog, the traditional way to make Coquito was to actually bisque up the eggs and boil them or whatever, and add vanilla and nutmeg. But the way me and my dad make it is just with eggnog. You could also add cinnamon sticks at the end, like to make it like a tropical appearance. And then you can use also Bacardi bottle to put the Coquito in when you're done. But any like container is like good. So now that I showed you the ingredients you need, I'm gonna demonstrate the steps in making Coquito. You need also a blender, some cups, obviously when you're serving it. You need a can opener and you need a spoon. The spoon is to get all the thick stuff out of these cans. So now I'm gonna show you how to do it. The first step I like to do is to put the ice in first. And that's solely because if you put it in last, it just makes a mess and you can run the risk of overflowing the blender. So I like to put the ice in first, and then the next step I like to do is opening up the actual cans. And when you're opening these up, like when you're using the can opener, you have to be careful because they're metal. And if you open it up with your finger, you can actually cut yourself. So I like to just take the spoon and just peel it back and then pour it in. With what? Okay. So after you get all that stuff in, you open up the next one. And the same thing, like I said with the last one, just be careful, be cognizant of the metal so you don't cut yourself. So you just pretty much take the spoon, peel it back, and put it in. Now these other two are easier because they have a thing you could actually peel back. So, but I mean, you can still cut yourself if you're not paying attention, but they're a lot easier to take off. So, and now you need the spoon to get all that good stuff out and get all that thick stuff in it, and just, there you go. And then the same thing with the next can too. This one's easier. This one is a lot more liquidy, so you just dump it in. So now that we got those in, what I like to do next is actually crush up the ice. And then blend it up a little bit. So once I got all that stuff like pretty much blended up, I do it in steps because this way at the end it's not all like you're not getting too much strong taste of one or strong taste of the other. So then your next step is to put the eggnog in, and like you don't need so much eggnog now because you're not using the Bacardi. So you pretty much just like fill it up and leave some room for the cinnamon. So now that we got that in there, like I said, I like to blend it up step by step. So I'm just gonna blend this real quick. And I'm gonna try and crush the ice a little bit more. And like it's a very thick drink, so that's kind of why it's like the blender sounds like that. So now the last step is to add the cinnamon. Now I'm not I don't really like a lot of cinnamon, but it's like solely like on what your preference is. So you could just like add more cinnamon, add less cinnamon. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna put a little cinnamon in because I don't really like it too much. And that's it. That's about good. And I'm gonna blend it up one more time. Hopefully it doesn't overflow on me. All right, and after that, you could just pretty much take the top off and serve to your guest. Now, it's served in little cups typically because there's Bacardi in it, and when you add Bacardi, you get like a strong Bacardi taste because Puerto Ricans like to add a lot of Bacardi into it. I know because my dad makes it like strong. So it's like typically served in small glasses, so you're not getting an overpowering Bacardi taste. So now that I've told you guys, the ingredients you need to make Bacardi and Coquito, the steps to make it, and some helpful tips, I hope you guys go home and serve it to your friends and family.
For those of you who may not know, but you know now, I'm a dancer. I've been dancing for about a good portion of my life, 13 to 14 years, and I've done many different styles. Tap, ballet, jazz, you name it. I probably did it once or twice. One of my favorite genres of dance is hip hop, and I'm sure you all know about breakdancing. It's a type of hip hop. I decided that I'm going to be teaching you that today because I think dancing is a lot of fun, and I know it's a little scary for people who don't really know how to dance. Like, you're probably like, oh, I don't want to do that at that party, or I don't want to embarrass myself in front of my friends. But like, I think this is a great place to start. And since you were all talking about stuff for the holidays, I think you could romantically sway your partner for Christmas with breakdancing. So what I'm going to teach you how to do today is the 6-step. The 6-step is one of the most basic forms of breakdancing. It's like one of the entry-level moves. It does look a little hard, I know, but I promise I'm going to make it really easy for you guys. So I'm going to teach you what you need to do the 6-step, the steps to do it, and also any additional information that you might need to execute it properly. So you're only going to need 3 things. You're going to need yourself. It's the most important part. You're going to need a floor. Usually dancers prefer to dance on like wood because it's better to do, but I'll deal with the carpet because I don't have a choice. And you also need lots of enthusiasm, energy, and patience. And this is a very tiring move. It could really be taxing on you because when I was doing it, I was like breathing heavily afterward. All right, so now we're gonna go straight into it. No, the first thing that I want you all to do. We're going to go into it standing first. So what I'm going to do exactly what you have to do, and you're all going to do it as I'm doing it, all right? All right. So what you want to do, like draw a circle with your foot, and that's where your guideline is going to be for the move. So you're going to start with your left foot, okay? Your left leg. You're going to step forward. All right, good. Take your right leg, step it right behind your left leg. Make it really close as you can. Take your left leg, step it out. Take your right leg, step it over your left leg. Take your left leg, step back, and then take your right leg, step out. I'm going to do it again, okay? A little faster this time. Step front left, cross behind your left with your right, step over left, step over right, step back left, and step back right. All right, one more time. Forward left, back right, over left, over right, back left, and back right. The best way to think about it is left, right, left, right, left, right. You'll be able to think about it better. Does everybody have that? Good? Okay. So now that we got the basis of the move, I don't know if any of you actually want to try it on the floor, but you're more than welcome to. I'm going to show you how to do it. So the only difference is you start in this push-up position like this. If anybody wants to try it, please feel free. So you're going to take your left leg, like we just did. Push it in the front. Take your right leg. Step behind. Take your left leg, put it over. Take your right leg over, like that. Whoop. Take your left leg, push it back, and then take your right leg out like that. You'll end up exactly how you started. We're going to do it again. Left leg in the front, right leg behind, left leg over, right leg over, left leg back, and right leg back. Start out just like that. Anybody want to come up and try it? Should I do it again? Again? Okay. Full speed?
No. Yeah. Who's going to try it with us?
Somebody has to try it with me. Aren't you a dancer, Joy?
Yeah.
You should try it with me. Joe? Okay. Okay. Take your left leg, step it in the front. Right leg behind. Left leg over this way. Good. Right leg in front. Good. Left leg back. Good. And right leg back. There you go. Anybody can do it. All right. Some additional information you need to know. Always stay on your toes when you're doing this move. If you try to do it flat-footed, you will fall on your face. Same thing with your hands. Don't keep your hands like this because it'll slow down your movement and it'll also hurt your hands, which is not good. And then one of the most important things when you're doing this, it's 3 steps per hand. So when you start like this, it's 1, 2, 3, and then back on your right, 4, 5, 6, just like that. And it's always important, I forgot to mention this, but you really have to stretch before you dance. That's important. All right, and so today, I talked to you guys about what you need to do the 6th step, how to do the 6th step, and additional information that you need in order to execute it. And hopefully you guys will go out and actually try it. And always never miss a chance to dance. Does anybody else want to try it? I kind of want to see you guys try it.
Nobody else? Go try it with me. All right, I'll try it.
Nice. Push-up position. Take your left leg. Go left front.
Try it too.
Okay.
Keep messing up.
I can attest to the fact that everyone in this class has either seen some kind of skateboarding on TV or someone on campus skateboarding and thought, hey, I would love to do that. I wish I could really do that. But it's something stopping you, like either the balance is really hard or doing the tricks is really hard, which gets a little bit intricate. But to start off, I'm going to teach you guys how to set up a skateboard today, which is a great gift for someone if you don't know what to give them ever. If you have like a little baby cousin that you might want to get them a gift, or it's a great source of exercise for yourself, and it's also a good way to clear your mind if you ever want to go out on a sunny day, hopefully, because you can't really skateboard in the rain like today. But I'm hoping that at the end of today, I will be able to teach you how to set up a skateboard. The first I've been skateboarding for almost half my life, and I've worked actually in a skate shop for a little while, where part of my responsibilities were setting these up day to day, and that was really fun until they shut it down. But today I'm going to show you how to gather the equipment for building your skateboard, how to build your skateboard, and some helpful hints into skateboarding itself, and helpful how to set up your skateboard. The first thing you're going to need are some materials. They cost a lot of money, as you can see, altogether. I think this purchase was about like $250. So it's really recommended that you either have a lot of money for it or you know what you're getting. A good place to shop is Nephew Skate Shop in Port Monmouth, where I bought all these materials. And the first thing I'm going to teach you how to do today is the first step, which is putting on the grip tape of your board. The grip tape I went ahead and put on already. It's a little, it comes on a sheet like this. I used Mob grip tape, that's the brand. And it's sticky, so it sticks to the wood of the deck. And you're going to want to apply it. It comes as a large sheet like this, which is square. But to make sure it's rounded, you're going to cut off the excess with a razor blade. And then you can use some of the excess to sand down the edges of your board to make sure you don't have any excess left over. The next step you're going to want to do is you're going to put on your trucks. I went ahead and put one on already, but I'm going to teach you guys how to put it on the truck because it's the same on either side. The first thing you're going to want to do is poke your hardware through. And I have my hardware right here. Whoa. It comes with 4 nuts on each, 4 screws on each side, and 4 little bolts. I got it. I have extras here, so it's fine. If you can see, I'm pushing it through these little holes. Sometimes it's a little tricky because the hole doesn't expand the full size that you want it to. But now you have your hardware on, so now you're going to want to put your chuck on. Make sure the axle, which is this orange part with the bolt, is facing in. That way you turn the direction that you want to turn. So that way if you bend to the left, you'll turn to the left, and if you bend to the right, you'll turn that way. The next thing you're going to want to do is apply each of these 4 little screws. And first, with your fingers, screw them onto each screw. And then you're going to use the drill to fully tighten them. You're going to want to use a skate tool, which with the lowest, with the smallest setting to grasp them. And then you're going to use your drill. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So you're going to want to put this drill on the screw. Oh, wait. Sorry. Thanks. It's important to make them nice and tight because otherwise your trucks will fall off in the middle of you riding it and you'll fall and you won't have a good time. Sometimes they're pretty hard to get on because they're so small. we go. Then you're going to want to do that to the 3 other screws. There we go. All right, so you got your truck set on, and then the last thing you're going to want to do is put it on your wheels and your bearings, because the bearings help you spin. So a good step you can do is put, I bought Red's bearings, which indicate the red side, which is the side you want out, and you're going to want to push the bearing onto the wheel using your axle, and you'll hear it pop. Then take your lug nut that comes on your wheel and then screw it down with your fingers, and then you can also use one of the skate tool settings to tighten it. And then you want to check your hardware. That's one of your last steps. Make sure everything spins and is tightened correctly. I like to ride. This truck is a little loose, as you can see, and this one's a little tight, so I'm going to tighten it or loosen it. And the final step is to have fun. Make sure you wear a helmet when you're skateboarding.